Look at that. We are live. Nobody's on yet, but say hi. Look this way. Hi, Tucker. We're that you're live. Keep going. We'll let more viewers know that you're live. And if we can share it, such a share. Hi. All right. Okay. Hey, look at that. We got Chelsea Brozig coming live. You guys know who Chelsea Brozig is? I wonder if there's a way to I don't know. We suck at this. Let's just say hi. Woo. All right. Yeah, we got one. Let's not argue. Oh, we're just gonna get started. Even if we only have one, or maybe we should wait, see what happens. Uh, hey, goes. Oh, look at that. We got another person. Oh, Ricky. What's up, buddy? Please stay out of this. All right. All right. Let's get started. We're gonna be making a lasagna for the fire department, the local guys. We're just gonna get it prepped today. We're gonna get it baked tomorrow, so we'll go live again for that. Apparently, we can save this. Please stop messing around in there. So we can just do this. Apparently, we can save this video, so we're gonna pretend that we are cooking for the video too. So we'll go like this, and we'll see if we can edit it into a video. But first thing we're gonna do is cut up all of our veggies. Can one of you guys get me something to throw these away in, like a plastic bag? So since we're the average dad cooking channel, we're gonna show you what it's like to cook with kids. And it's so much fun. They can't even not fight to get a bag. Baby, you can just grab a bag after him. Grab one now. Thank you. You wanna hold it? You come on this side and hold this one. This is what we do. Here, here. What happened to my thing? All right. I've never cut up onions and peppers before. I literally just cut the top off, cut the bottom off, scoop out the insides. Guys, don't get yourselves cut on this. I can go in there. Open it up. Open it up. Open up your bag, please. All right. All right. Hey, I got a knife right here. I really don't want you to get. Yeah, here, try to take that out. Kindly. Let me see. No, open that bag. Ooh, okay. All right. Um, we got two viewers. Look at us go. How we doing tonight? Oh, look at that. We got a third. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining. Nope, this we're all gonna keep now. Now we're gonna keep the rest of this. We gotta get these cut up. So we're cutting up some peppers. We're about to cut up some onion. We are nope, I want that. We're gonna make a lasagna for our local fire department. It's so good. How do you like them? So we're just gonna give these a quick little mince or dice or however you wanna say it. Those are two different cuts, but that's okay. So and let's see here. We could probably just put them in the bowl for now. And go get them. Can you mix that? Yeah. Yeah, we're not actually mixing anything right now, though. So this is what happens when, again, when you're cooking with kids, they can't even not fight about this. But we are the Average Dad Cooking Channel, so telling me stuff. All right. Hey, but guys, welcome in. Share this with your friends, please. Get some more people on here. Again, we are cooking a lasagna for our local fire department. So tonight we're just getting it prepped. We're gonna get everything kind of layered and then into the fridge. So I got more what? Huh? Of the garbage? Not yet, but I will. So we're just cutting up some onions and peppers. Look at that. We got two people in here. Hello. Thanks for joining us. If you could like the stream, share it with your friends. That'd be awesome. Our first time going live, so we're gonna see what happens. TikTok's been bugging me to go live. People have been telling me to go live. And TikTok's been like, go live. So here we are. Now we're live. We'll see how this works out. So if you're here, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. You guys want to say hi? Say hi. Gotta get the camera. Okay, let's just scoot over a little bit so I can see you more. There you go. How we doing tonight? How anything fun going on? I don't really know what to say. We're just gonna keep cooking. Let me know in the chat if we should be doing something differently. Let's learn together here. But again, if you're just joining, we are cooking up a lasagna for the local fire department. Tonight, we're just getting it prepped. Tomorrow, we'll go live again to bake it, which is a pretty simple process. Sure. They can see you or what? You want to be the star? You don't want them to? Hmm. We almost knocked her over. That's okay, though. We did. All right. So, as the average Jack cooking channel, we're going to show you what it's like to cook with children. It's very fun, relaxing. They definitely don't fight the entire time about everything because my kids would never do such a thing. So, get some peppers cut up. Then we're going to go with the onions. Um, and mix it up. He's going to start mixing them up. Like so, you got to get them involved, show them how to do things, teach them young, teach them how to cook so that they can depend on themselves and not have to not be impressed by somebody getting McDonald's for them, like come on, who wants McDonald's? He likes McDonald's. She did. Mm. You want to mix it too? Okay, you can do it next. How's that sound? Yeah. So this is how much fun it is to cook with kids. They're fighting about mixing the peppers that we don't actually even have to mix. I know. Okay, let your sister mix for a little bit. Oh, stop. You're making a mess. Yeah, but you're making a mess. Can you let go? Just for a little bit. Because look what you did over here. Again, if you're just joining us, which I see we got, well, maybe they left, but we had a new person. If you could, share the stream. It's the first time going live. Would be cool to see us get some more people but we are making a lasagna for our local fire department. So typically I would like already do all this stuff. You wouldn't have to watch it and I'd have this into a short, but since we're live, we're just gonna show you live how we do everything, I guess. Yep. So, so you gotta make sure you don't get peppers everywhere though, please. So for cutting an onion, I just cut each side, cut off the skin like so, peel. Okay, thank you. You what? Sure. It's already peeled. So from there, what I do is just cut it in half, cut this one in half. Where is it dog? It's right here, I think. Oh, careful. Okay, there's that. So for an onion, we're gonna be fancy about it, right? So we just take this and make little slices all the way down. This is the easiest way I've found to cut an onion. Most of you probably already know this, but if you didn't, it kind of helps you avoid forming that emotional attachment and crying. I don't typically tear up when I do it this way, so I don't know. Maybe it's because we don't like bond as much when we do it this way. You get it? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Um, all these people in here. So again, hey, thank you all for being in here. If you like, really, if you like what you're watching, if you could share the stream with your friends, family, coworkers, your enemies, literally just anybody, we would appreciate it. Can you open up your bag? Stop touching stuff. Open up your bag. Typically, this would given me perfectly diced onions, but as I was like looking, talking to you guys, she started grabbing them. So we'll just do it kind of like this. If you haven't cooked with your kids in the kitchen before, I suggest not. If you're going to, this is what's going to happen. So again, we go like this. One thing we haven't done yet that we should probably do real quick is go get the heat pie on the oil. Because the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to saute down what reason? Oh, I'm not supposed to have my kids on here. Okay. Well, we'll just focus on us. I don't know. They're gonna take me down live because my kids are on here, which seems really strange. But oh well, I guess. Will's crying. Hey, sweet. Thank you very much. I don't know why they're telling me that I can't have my kids on here. They said they can't be the main focus, but I don't know. Whatever. Hey, what are you doing? She's taking the eggs and putting them up to her eyes. Do your eyes hurt? Yeah. Are you not supposed to have unless they're being abused or something like that? Yeah, I know. It came up. It just gave me a warning that's saying that if my kids were on here, that maybe we can't be monetized. I don't know. We're not monetized anyway, so I'm not really super worried about that. It'd be cool to get some followers off of this, but outside of that, guess I'm not really super worried about it. So anyway, oh yeah, we're gonna go get the oil heating up. I'll be right back here. We're gonna use avocado oil. I'd bring you over, but like I had this makeshift setup. My little tripod thing literally broke right before I was gonna go live. So I took a. Would you stop? I took a cup and I put a bunch of paper in it and I put it in there. So that's what we're working with because that's how cool we are. Here on the Average Dad. He keeps taking the eggs and then like cracking them on her head. No, you can't do that. Maybe that's why they're gonna unmonetize us because she's like trying to like I don't even know. Say hi. Hi. I don't know. Where are you going, Tuck? Yeah, you can get back over here. That's just what TikTok said. We don't care what TikTok says. So again, please share this with your friends. Let's get some more people on here. If you could be so kind, I would be very grateful. Now they're hiding. So, um, again, if you're just joining, we're prepping a lasagna that we're gonna bake tomorrow. We are making it for our local fire department. They have like a training thing going on tomorrow. When my little baby was very little, he choked, and we called 911, and they showed up very, very quickly. We're very grateful for our local first responders. So this is our way of giving back a little bit and making them a lasagna, an expensive lasagna. This is like $80 for all this stuff. Insane. Hey, you're making a mess. That's how I cut. So, whew, we got the emotional attachment forming or something here because it is hitting our eyes. So we have our veggies all cut up here. We got our avocado oil, which I can show you here. That's heating up. We're gonna put this in there. We got some garlic because we don't feel like cutting up garlic along with everything else. So if you don't like that, you can always just make your own lasagna, and then you can cut up lasagna or garlic. That's kind of a lot of work though. So sure. Of course you can. So in the meantime, we're gonna show you the cheese while that kind of heats up over there. We got sharp cheddar, we got mozzarella, we got provolone, and we got more cheddar, and we got parmesan. So we're gonna cut those up here in just 1 second. We're gonna get these on the oven. Let's see if I can like show you that. Hey, maybe that'll work, right? Oh yeah. Can you hear that? Doesn't that sound amazing? Oh, it is amazing. I'm gonna turn this on low. You want to reuse this bowl? So we're going to just kind of rinse it up like so. There's some paper towel. What are you doing? So we're literally gonna just kind of saute these down a little bit. While those cook, watch out, guys. They are hiding under the chair now. Hey, there we go. There's Rachel. Hey, Rachel, welcome into the stream. Well, I don't know if you can see her, but you can see her right here. Look, she shared it with 5 people. Look at you. You are a rock star, Rachel. We love you in this household. You're a great person. Everybody follow Louisiana girls, all 4 of you, all Louisiana girls. Um, in the meantime, here, you're not even on TV or on this. Come on, come sit up here. With like, so the fire department obviously deserves fresh cheese and none of that like bag stuff. Even if they got garlic, don't judge me. So you don't want to do this. What if you cut yourself? What do you mean? Who cares? I cares. I cares. Well, yeah, and I cares, right, guys? Yeah, I do cares. Well, you said who cares, and I'm telling you that I cares. Do you guys get it? I don't know, something like that. Yeah. I'm not complaining. Four people's four people. It's kind of cool if you ask me. It could be zero people. So even if one of them's you, Rachel, and one of them's my wife, and my good buddy Ricky, I believe he's in, and then my looks like my cousin's in here. That's okay. If you guys all invited all of your friends, we could have like 10 people in this. Then we'd have like a party. You know what I'm saying? That'd be oh, how I get Chelsea, are you still on here? Are you watching? Your love and support. Thank you, Riley. That's my cousin. Hi, Kinsley. She's yelling from Mama's phone. I think she can see us because Mama's watching. Oh, there's Chelsea. Chelsea, meet Louisiana girl. That's Rachel. She's a big time supporter of ours and a great, great person. And the person we're going to meet when we go to Louisiana in February. One of them, anyway. Oh, we have. Can you eat the cheese? You should have asked. I'll get you some different cheese to eat. Remember, this isn't for us. So again, if you're just joining, we are. It says how comments may have been filtered. I don't know what somebody said. I don't know. Um, if you're just joining us, we are making a lasagna for our local fire departments. We really like these guys around here. We are a supportive community here. We're just a small town, and hey, hey, girl, hey, there we go. That's right. Start a conversation now. That's what I'm talking about. So, next thing we're going to do is we are going to cut up our mozzarella. In the meantime, or what? A mimi? What's a mimi? Oh, it's it's a mozzarella. What are we mixing? Can you do what? It's kind of sharp. What if you hurt yourself? I can't. Scared. Don't touch it with your hand. Like, don't like get your hand on there so you cut yourself. Kinsley, do you want to mix something? Buddy, what we need is I'll be back. Hey, sorry, I gotta check my phone. Yeah, you're good. Good thing. So what we need is one of those like I don't know, you guys ever see those little shredded things that you can like a machine and like you put it in there and you just do that? That'd be dope because we definitely shred a ton of cheese in this household. Stop eating it. I'll give you guys a piece to eat at the end. Oh, you want to eat the peppers? You like them cooked though, don't you? You can eat that. Anyway, we're just getting the cheese nice and done. When you see me, there, you can eat that. You can eat that. You can eat that. You see me walk over there, that's because we are sauteing our onions and peppers. It's just mozzarella cheese. A lot of times, don't do that. Just if you don't want it, just put it in your bag. Um, if you haven't seen this yet either, the Average Dad Cooking Channel cutting board, that's pretty dope. Oh. We're gonna try to make this into a video too. I don't know how it's gonna work though, because we're trying to do like shorts content. And yeah, this is definitely not going to be a short. We can just like, hello, welcome in. Thank you. I love this cutting board too. So I'm just gonna show you when we're coming over here. We are just mixing these up a little bit more. We had a lot. So we're gonna put. Why do you keep saying who cares? Who cares? We did not. Oh my goodness. Cooking with kids is so much fun, you guys. You should all try it. You like it? Well, that's good. At least you're enjoying it. I know that I put it off. We can't do that. This isn't even for us. And I stop saying that. Hello. Hey, welcome in. Can we be TikTok friends? I will be loyal to you. I mean, you can follow me. I don't know. Go ahead. You follow me. Invite all your friends. It'd be dope. Well, we're showing them how to make it right now. I'm a member of your team. All right. Hello. Well, member of our team. The number one in the fan club. Love the cutting board. I love this cutting board too. And hi, Vale. Look at us responding to comments, cutting up cheese. We are a TikTok live pro. It's our first time ever being live. Everybody keeps telling me to go live, so this is us being live. Live means they're watching us in real time. Means like we're not recording this one. Like if you go into the room, Mama's got us on the TV or on her phone. Just watching away, supporting the average dad. It's like every single one of you, if you're still on here, all what, two of you? Ooh, go us. Um, so we got cheese, we got this. If you just said food, go us. I said, woo, go us. What are we gonna do next? Well, we're probably just going to bring this over here. So you can kind of like see me and that. I don't know. That work? So we got these cooking down nicely. When they get a nice color on them, we're going to add the meat. We got 2 pounds of ground beef. We're what? No, you guys leave the cheese alone, please. I got it. We're not. It's not for us. Stop. Good enough. Here, you guys. Cooking with kids is so much fun. Just in case you're confused with what I'm doing, I am fighting them as they want cheese. I'm telling them not to get cheese. What is this? Kool-Aid? And now they want a Kool-Aid. So now we're gonna get them a Kool-Aid. You good? Where is my pork? I thought I got everything out. Have you guys seen the pork? I don't know. We're kind of winging this. Sorry if this isn't like your normal. You were definitely caught on stream. Where's the pork? Can you help me find the Italian sausage? Why? We're gonna find a sausage. We'll bring you with us. We'll go back over here like this because our wife is afraid to be on camera. So look, go, go. Oh, too bad. I gotta find it. Come on. Um, I swear I got the pork out. Huh. Well, in the meantime, we do have beef. There is. Kinsley, did you take the pork sauce or the Italian sauce? Did you take? Okay. Oh, you're on TV again. That's my wife. She's too beautiful. I just love her. Yeah. You did. My daughter loves the seal stuff, so that's what happened. So shocking. She thinks she's hilarious. So anyway, those are kind of cooked down. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get our beef and our pork in there. Is this just like a terrible view point? I don't know. Maybe do something like this. I don't know. Like I said, our tripod broke as we started to do this. That was kind of frustrating, but that's okay. So that's all going to go in there. We got 2 pounds of pork. We got 1 pound of Italian pork sausage. I'll wash my hands. So, a minute, ignore my living room. That is the kids, and they don't clean up to themselves. They are 6, 3, and 1. So what do you want? Okay. So this is really all this is. Cooking a lasagna, you get your veggies that you want, you cook them down, you get your meat that you want, you get it in there, you brown that out, you add your, we're gonna go with Rayo's homemade marinara. You get that kind of hot, and then you layer. So, you can watch that part. Again, we're gonna do the baking of this tomorrow because we are dropping it off to our local fire department tomorrow. So we don't need to bake it tonight, but since we have the no boil noodles, the easiest way is to let it sit all night long, and the noodles will for sure soak up all that flavor. While we're sitting here, check out our new cookbook. Isn't that awesome? We got Matthew, I think it's like Groark, I don't know. But this guy's awesome, meat teacher. We bought his cookbook. My boss gave me this guy, Paul. I don't know. Louisiana Kitchen. We don't want to say his last name wrong because Rachel will yell at us. That's okay. And this guy is apparently really cool, really awesome. We love the Louisiana food. We're having a lot more of that. We had some boudin quesadilla for lunch today, and we're gonna make a backstrap stuffed with that and bacon wrapped and with the booyah seasoning. Check this out. This is from Farm to Fire. I got the big guy. How cool is this? I think it's really cool. Sure, we even really have anybody else in here. So let's see if we can share it again. I'm gonna share it to everybody that we know. Oh, look at that. Farm to Fire. Oh, and the meat teacher. We'll send it to them. See if they want to come in and watch us. If he does, we're gonna be like, oh, dude, look, see, look what we got in the background. Look what we got in the background. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. So this needs to brown. And oh my gosh, we could be doing too. Silly me. We're gonna season first, right? So we got smoked paprika. We got garlic powder, maybe. We got some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and onion powder. Now there is 3 pounds of meat in here. There is 2 green bell peppers, a red bell pepper, an orange bell pepper, and 2 onions. So there is a lot of stuff. So this may look like a lot of seasoning, but in reality, it's the perfect amount. I am cooking for other people, so I won't go too insane with it because usually I do like 10 rounds of this because that's how I like food. But I am cooking for others, so maybe they don't like it. You got some salt here. The worst part about cooking for other people is like this stuff smells amazing. Like the smells coming from this are just fantastic. But I don't actually get to try any because that would be weird. Right? Yeah. So we're not gonna do that. Oh yeah, that was me. Look at that. Thank you, Riley. Thank you for sharing. Welcome in, Daniel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what we're going on here. One thing that I'll have to remind you of is to stay hydrated. We got the bee on there that was given up to us by our daughter. This wasn't faded at one point in time and was rocking the Average Dad Cooking channel. But hey, look, make sure you stay hydrated, my friends. Yeah, I'll check this out too. Isn't this cool? I got this in the Grand Canyon. So I just went on a hike from one rim to the other, 23 miles in 10 hours. In the middle of it is there's this little ranch called Phantom Ranch. Okay. And I got this hat. How cool is this? Look at that. Phantom Ranch Grand Canyon. How many people can say they've been to the bottom of the Grand Canyon and bought a hat? I don't know. Probably not that many. But it kind of felt like a lot because there was a lot of people on that trail. So I don't know. Maybe a whole bunch of you have. If you have, let me know. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Welcome back, Rachel. We're just talking about all right. Check this out. See how cool it is? Got this at Phantom Ranch in the Grand Canyon. That's right in the middle, the bottom of the Grand Canyon. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think a lot of people have that, so we're rocking it for this. Usually we rocking the Average Dad Cooking Channel hat, but I earned this hat with blood and sweat and tears. We didn't cry, but I almost cried. Thank you. So again, we are just getting the meat brown. We're gonna go in for I think probably one more round of seasoning here. Again, if it was just for me, I would do probably like 8 more rounds, but it's not. It is for the fire department. Saying that, so when we got the meat, typically I would do like a leaner meat, but them guys and girls on that fire department, they're sweating and they're working their booties up and they need that fat to get them. And what I mean by fat is the not 96% ground beef, the 85% ground beef, not like actual tub tub. So they need to get that. They need to keep their energy up. So we're giving them full force. Gosh, there's a lot more flavor in the 85%. I love the 96%. It's great for you. It tastes fine. I think it tastes fine. I've lost like 50 pounds, 54 pounds total now. And I've eaten a ton of that. But if I'm being, at all honest, there is a lot more calories in the 85%, but it also tastes better because fat tastes good, is what it is. This is kind of starting to look really good. It really smells good. But of course, it's because I'm cooking, so it's gonna smell good. Duh. Yeah. Anyway, so we're just showing them. I invited Farm to Fire out. They're just showing them our new big old booyah seasoning. The big bottle is awesome. We're gonna make a Buddha stuffed backstrap, and I'm gonna load it with this. That's right. It's got the booyah. Love it. We're gonna load it with this. We're gonna do that next. If this live does good, maybe I'll just do it live because this is kind of fun to do. I like long form content more than I like shorts, but you guys, maybe not you guys, but the majority of people have a very short attention span these days, and they don't want to watch a video if it's not 3 minutes or less. So yeah, we do what we can. Stay hydrated. Speaking of the Buddha, it's spelled Boudin, but Rachel made fun of me for calling it that. So we got this paste seasoning by Chef Joni. Make your own Buddha, and trust me, you're never gonna want to go back. I have like 3 more things frozen. And I'm sad because I'm going to be out soon, which means that I need to get more of this because I need to make more of this because it is delicious and it can be used into so many different things. Awesome. Shout out Chef Joni for this. If you want that, let me know or just comment and Rachel can show you who that is as well. All three of you, or maybe if you're watching a different time, let me know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try to like save this video somehow and then put it way down. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, this is starting to get nice and brown. We definitely want to make sure that it is cooked through. You want to make sure it's cooked through no matter what. Even if you're just cooking for your family, you want to make sure it's cooked through. You see, the thing about ground beef and especially pork is that okay? So ground beef, you don't want to eat like a medium rare burger of ground beef, unless of course you know that the cut is good and you grinded it yourself. But you don't want to just like buy a package of ground beef and then not cook it all the way through. The bacteria and stuff on a steak is much different than it is on a ground beef. Believe it or not, even if they got that from that same steak and made it ground, and now you're buying that from the store, like the sirloin burger and stuff like that, you still want to cook it all the way through, again, unless you are grinding it yourself. And even then, I don't know. The bacteria on the surface of a steak is you can just sear it and then it kills that, hence the reason you can eat it rare, blue, what have you. Whereas the ground beef, it has it all the way through. So we make sure it's cooked all the way through. We definitely want to make sure it's all the way through because, again, this is for our local fire department and we don't want to make them all sick, right? Yeah, obviously, that would be bad. Some of them could even be watching right now and be like, "Oh, I mean, there's what, two of you in here? I mean, that's definitely not just Rachel and my wife. I can tell you that right now. It could be anybody. I mean, anybody." So yeah, well, it's a good thing I like to talk. I can just sit here and talk to myself. Doesn't even matter. My kids ditched me. That's fine. It's kind of rude, but whatever. Maybe that's why we don't have anything. What's that up there? I don't know what that means. Oh, three, nothing. Okay, I don't know. It says two. It might just be me and your wife. That's okay. Pretend I am pretending. Look, we got a third person I thought just came in. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, yeah, I am pretending there's 100 people because there is. All right, could be thousands of you for all they know. TikTok keeps bugging me to go live, telling me, "Oh, it's gonna be great. Just do it. Just do it." And then it doesn't even push me out. How rude. We're gonna stay hydrated. I drink a lot of water. You're gonna notice that. So this is getting nice and brown. We are going to get the marinara on here in here very soon. From that point, we're pretty much ready to layer, which is awesome because it is almost 9 o'clock and my kids need to go to bed. Do you hear that, kids? You're gonna have to go to bed soon because I know you're watching from the other room, even though you ditched me, which isn't very nice. People were watching when you guys were here. We had like 5 people, and then you left, and they all left. We have a third. Welcome in. Oh, again, we're just making a lasagna here. One person back in the thing said W content. I agree. We do have some W content. We're gonna hit this again. I can smell. I can't really taste it because again, it's not for us. So, but I can smell that it needs more seasoning. It doesn't quite have that like, you know, you know, when you like watch the cartoons back in the day and like the little like smoke would grab like the wolf or whatever and it would bring it in from like the pie or whatever. It doesn't have that quite yet. So that is what we're going for. That's what we always go for. Somebody said that you're not supposed to season over, just taste it. Yeah, I probably will. Somebody says you're not supposed to season over stuff that's cooking because it like hardens it up, but I don't care. We do what we want. But yeah, we got that on there. This is smelling absolutely fantastic. That's a good point because they taste it while they're making it on like Master Chef. Yeah, look at that. Cooking 101 from Gordon Ramsay taste. Yeah. I was just about to say that. See, the great minds think alike. Because on Master Chef, they are literally like they literally say that you're supposed to taste it. So you're just not supposed to like double dip. So we're gonna get this nice mixed up and we will taste it because it is browned. Oh, you know what we forgot? For some reason, I always forget to put the black olives in there. I just went with sliced ones because I don't feel like slicing up black olives. If you want to slice up your own black olives when you make your lasagna, then you are more than welcome to do that. Don't forget, you can share the live and bring your friends in. You're really only doing them a favor because I am awesome and hilarious and handsome to boot. So come on, and you get to learn how to cook with an average dad. That seems pretty cool to me, if you ask me. So do your friends a favor, do yourself a favor, share the live. You might even get to see my kids again. I don't know why they're hiding. I think they went into the room. Maybe mama put on a show for them, or they're just watching me and laughing. One of the two. But either way, if you stick around, they might even make an appearance again, which is kind of cool. If you're just joining, TikTok yelled at me for having them on here. I don't know why. They're like, if you do that, we're gonna not like put you out there. Get a spoon. I'm gonna get a spoon. I was gonna get a spoon, Rachel. Jeez. So, gonna try this. See, it's a good thing we did that because that definitely needs more seasoning, like a lot more. So, let's get the Italian seasoning on here. So, again, this is Italian seasoning. This is like the that was the Watkins one, but it's not. This is like a fancy jar that I got for like $10, and then I'm like, oh, this tastes exactly the same as the IV brand. That is $2. So now we have this one. But you know, in the meantime, the firefighters deserve nothing but the best, is what we're gonna tell ourselves, even though we got this a while ago. So smoked paprika, Italian seasoning, onion powder. Even though there's onions in there, you still put onion powder on. Why? Because it tastes good. That's why. Garlic powder, even though I have minced garlic in there, it doesn't matter. You can't go wrong with a ton of garlic. Do I have another salt in here? The thing about my cooking is if you have to add any more seasoning to it, I didn't do something right. And I like to make sure I do my stuff correctly. Really? Yeah, I don't know why it said I couldn't have them on here. They said if I made them the main focal point of the live, that it was going to do something to me. I don't really understand why I can't have my kids on here. I thought that was kind of the point, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We're gonna turn that down. This is cooked. See, no spoon. We're gonna try it again. That's much closer. So now that's cooked through. We're gonna add the Rails marinara. Listen, you can make your own if you want. I have done that for my spaghetti and whatnot, but that's actually kind of a lot of work, and you really want to cook it for like hours when you do that. And we just don't have that kind of time. It is 9 o'clock at night, and I am tired. But I need to get this prepped for tomorrow so that I can get home from work, take it out of the fridge, and get it in the oven We are going to drop this off at the fire department tomorrow at 5:45, and then the kids, Kinsley and Tucker, are going to get those were the ones that are on earlier. Are going to get a tour, which is really cool. So it's going to be an awesome day. It's like a win-win-win for everybody involved. Oops. The fire department, we're gonna watch this, but the fire department gets, free food, and the kids get to see the fire department. My son said, "Oh, does that mean that we get to be like we could be a firefighter?" And I said, "Of course. Or why couldn't you be a firefighter? That sounds awesome. It sounds like a great job." Oh, that'd be kind of cool. The last thing he picked was a football player for the Kansas City Chiefs. Ha! We're not Chiefs fans in this household. We're not like exactly Chiefs haters, but we're not really Chiefs fans either, right? So we're Packer fans. So I don't know where you got this Kansas City Chiefs stuff. We're gonna go throw this away. Do not be concerned. What we actually did was rent them out and then put them in the recycling bin. That's totally what we did. Which were oh anyway, we're gonna get this nice and warm. And what we'll do is get this back over here because we are about ready to lay it. So get a 9 by 13 pan. What's great about these is they are disposable because the fire department probably won't give me my pan back. Go Saints. I like the Saints, honestly. I like the Saints. Honestly, like I said, I'm not a Chiefs hater either. Um, the only team I don't like, the only two teams I really don't like are the Minnesota Vikings, even though I live in Minnesota because I'm a Packer fan, and the Chicago Bears. Those are the two teams I really don't like. Outside of that, we kind of like everybody, even the Lions. So while that continues to get hot, what I'm going to do next is try to find the bowl. Why did everything keep disappearing? I bet you my daughter stole my bowl. She's like, she thinks she's hilarious. We were looking, if you missed it, I was looking for the sausage earlier because I'm like, God, I know I got it out. And she come out laughing. And she's like, this one? Yeah, that one, you little stinker butt. So, yeah, she thinks she's hilarious. Maybe she is hilarious. Maybe you guys agree with her hilarity. Okay, so I'm gonna take this ricotta cheese. I'm not anything hater. Yeah, well, if you lived in a state that was a direct rival with your favorite team and you grew up in that state, so I lived in Minnesota and my favorite team is the Green Bay Packers, which is a Wisconsin team. So Minnesota Vikings fans have been very mean to me all my life for no reason. I never did nothing to them. Oh, in college, I hate Bama. Okay, well, so you kind of get it. What do I want to do? Okay, I'm gonna grab this spoon, get all of my ricotta cheese out. I got a 32-ounce ricotta cheese. I'm going to take an egg. So my daughter cracked this. Can you see that really? I don't know if you can, but she cracked it. She was using it on her eyeball. Oh, that's what it's like to cook with children, in case you were like curious. I don't know. Curious if we're gonna get in trouble for cooking with children. Get some parsley. I am gonna go rinse this off real quick. Again, like all of this is stuff you typically wouldn't see, but hey, we're live. So go us. We're gonna take the little leaves off of this. The longer that you let your marinara cook and all of that seasoning cook, the better. So, honestly, if I had the time, I would just sit there and let that simmer for hours, because that's going to taste better. It's going to absorb all that flavor. We don't have that kind of time, but while we sit here and mess with this parsley, we will let that cook. The parsley is going to go into here, the ricotta cheese with the egg. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. It's delicious. Just kidding. I mean, that's probably pretty obvious that it's gonna be good, right? With the ricotta cheese, the egg. I mean, the lasagna. It wouldn't be delicious, right? Be silly not to. So we're just gonna kind of get this minced up, cut up finely. I hear the TV on. What is this? Drag the puzzle, please, into place. Inactivity during your stream. I don't think so. I'm able to verify. Please try again. This is tough. Ah, ooh. I don't know how it just. Am I supposed to like touch the screen? Like, hi. I don't know. It keeps telling me to go live, and it tells me I can't have my kids, and it tells me I'm being inactive. What do you mean I'm being active? I haven't shut. I haven't stopped talking since I started this thing. TikTok's a hater. Maybe I'll go live on YouTube next and see what happens. I've heard that. I've heard good things about that as well. We have we just broke 300 subscribers on YouTube as well. That was kind of cool to see. So not anywhere where we need to be, but a lot further from where I started. Right. I also shared that I was doing this on Facebook, so I was kind of hoping to get some people from that, but that's okay. So I want to get this parsley nice and minced up. That's what you're kind of seeing me do. Some of that cheese that I did earlier is on here still, but that is quite all right. That's all going the same place anyway. Make onion. See what happens. I know. I'm gonna make some onion powder eventually. I'm super excited. Honestly, I should just use the skins like you did and just watch it go viral because like you got to give people something to hate on. Like even though you are not the only person to ever do that, you know what I mean? Like, but people did not like that fact. Wow, yeah, exactly. Just do the skins and just let people get super angry and upset. That's what you need to do. You need to be like educational and then but you also need to be like do something that they can hate, I guess, which I never really wanted to do. But hey, look, I'm kind of doing that. Look, I got garlic. I mean, who doesn't want to hate on garlic? Everybody wants to hate on garlic, right? They're just waiting right around the corner to hate on my garlic. I just know it. So we'll take this. I'm going to toss in the parsley. There you go. I'm gonna take my whisk, double dip every now and then. Oh, I know, right? Every now and then, you just gotta do what you think and go with it. True that. True that. Just see what happens. For a while, or like when I first started my journey, I was like so afraid of people like yelling at me that I'm like, okay, don't touch this, don't do that. Now I'm just kind of like, you know what? We got the garlic. We do have paper plate. That's right. You know, why not? That stuff is good. Oh, I give that quick mix. Looks like this. Got the egg, the ricotta, the parsley. I got this sitting in here because that is going to do us a favor later. They make like these things on here. They don't have like tabs to pull them anymore. I don't really understand why. you're wondering what I'm doing, I just keep a bag so that I can throw away anything I need to throw away right next to me. I also have a giant mess on my table because if you weren't here earlier, my kids were mixing. They say, "Hey, you doing good?" Do that. Um, my kids were mixing the peppers and onions because they think they are hilarious. Or no, they weren't. They just wanted to help. That's right. That's what they were doing at that point. They were helping. So I believe I'm done with this. So I'm gonna take it, put it over here. My son made this for me for Father's Day. There was a drawing on here, and eventually it kind of faded off, but that's okay. It's a hot plate. Oh, we got the meat sauce, and mix that up one more time. I'm gonna grab a spoon and taste it, and a spoon to spread it. First, I want to taste it. That's good. Mm, that's very good. But it can always be gooder. Okay, so there's definitely not too much seasoning in here. So we are going to hit this with one more round of seasoning. Guess I can kind of like put it over here so you can see what I'm doing. So I don't know if there's a thing is too much garlic. I haven't ran into that yet. We got the smoked paprika. We got the garlic powder. The rest of this Italian seasoning. Could probably just pop this off. Oops. Throw that in there. Onion powder. And I grab this cheap Italian seasoning that we showed you earlier. And put that in there as well. Just a little bit more. Get that nice and mixed up. And I know for a fact that that's going to be perfect. I wonder if I have, I almost want that, eh, want that to be a little more, unless it needs too much garlic. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to send you some. I agree. No, but you got to remember, I live in the Midwest, and if I add any kind of spice to this, firefighters or not, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take anybody out of commission. Now, I can eat spicy for sure, no problem, but I'm like one of the rare ones in Minnesota. That's just not how we do it here. I think stay hydrated. Remember that. I think you guys be adding friggin' Tabasco sauce to your water. I don't really understand it, but hey, that's fine. So we're gonna start the layering process. First thing you want to do is get a nice little layer of the meat sauce down. I need some more. I swear I do. I wonder if we got another Rails in here. The pizza, what's that right there? Another Rails. Roasted red pepper. Look at that. We do have another Rails. So we're actually gonna put a little more in here because it just doesn't seem enough like liquidy meat. Which is strange because I followed my own recipe. We kind of do. I know you guys do. So I was when I was down that way, like they came out with some salsa, and I was like, "Oh man, I love salsa." And I'm sitting there eating it, and I'm like, my eyes are watering because it's so hot. We're talking about down south. I was in like Orange, Texas. It's like right on the border of Louisiana, and I'm like, man, this salsa is like ooh, and I look over, and there's the guy that, like, lives down there, he's got a bottle of Tabasco sauce, and he is just pouring it on this salsa, and I'm like, "What is wrong with you people? Like, what is happening right now?" Like, it is I'm, like, dying over here, And again, I'm one of the people that likes hot stuff here, but not like y'all. It's just we're not built like y'all. So yeah, we gotta make sure we don't take out any of our firefighters. You know, they are the very brave men and women of here, and the last thing we want to do is put them out of commission right before they gotta go fight a fire. So we'll keep it not spicy. The nice thing though about spicy is that um when I make stuff spicy, we start that as babies. I know. You got like the breast milk, you got like the Pasco sauce, you just like throw it right in. Like, there we go. When I make stuff spicy here, I know that it's not gonna get eaten because nobody else will eat spicy. It's kind of nice. So like my boudin, yeah, it's all me. Nobody wants any, and that is completely fine with me because I love it. Um, so what I like to do, this doesn't always fit. So we just break it off. Um, so now we're gonna go with, oh, I think this is provolone. So we're gonna go with the provolone. Maybe this is provolone. One of these is provolone. The other one's mozzarella. Kind of the same thing, right? Not like the same thing, but like it's all going on here. Okay, so we're gonna go with a layer of cheese. So we went with the meat sauce. We're gonna go with cheese. And what's gonna happen is this is going to nice is we're gonna put another meat sauce on there, and it's all just gonna kind of like melt in, and the flavors and the cheese and just everything is going to be so mind blowing to them. Look, we got a little bit of Parmesan. We're gonna add that to kind of each layer as we go. Again, these are firefighters. They need the calories, so we're gonna make sure to calorie them up. So we got the provolone. We're gonna go ahead and go right back in with the meat sauce. And you're just kind of layering. Like think kind of like a cake. Lasagna kind of like a cake, right? Like lasagna's got layers. You know, when Donkey in Shrek is like comparing the ogre, he's like, or Shrek is like, oh, ogres are like layers or like onions because they have layers. God, I'm really screwing this quote up. I freaking love Shrek. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ogres are like onions, and like he really should have just been like ogres are like lasagna, right? Because that would have been a better comparison. Okay, that was my dad joke. Anyway, we got the meat. We're gonna put that on, and then we're gonna go with either the mozzarella or the provolone because we can't remember which one this is. But we're gonna get that down on here. I'm also like partially colorblind, so even if I could tell the difference, I wouldn't be able to. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, when are you gonna get this ricotta on here? I'm gonna get on there right now. I don't know where I'm gonna put this yet. Put that right there. So get that kind of mixed up and get a layer of the ricotta down. Hey, 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 we got three watchers. So that is probably my cousin, Rachel, and my wife. So hey, oh, look at that dap. I love to see it. Is that like the YouTube dap guys? Because that'd be kind of cool. I used to watch you guys quite a bit if that's the case. Um, so this part is easier with like a rubber spatula, but I couldn't find one and I didn't feel like looking any longer. So I'm not really like super worried about this mixing because it's all mixing together anyway. But we're gonna get the ricotta cheese down. Oh my God, it is so good. I love my lasagna. I used to do what they call Lasagna Love. It's this program that makes lasagnas for people in your community. So like if you can afford it, like you can do it like once a month, or you can do it bi-weekly, or you can do it weekly, or as much as you possibly can. So once a month, I would make a lasagna for somebody in my community, and I would just drop it off to them. And it was just such a cool program. Um, and I absolutely love doing it, but I just couldn't like afford to keep doing it because this is like $90 every time I make a lasagna. Of all like the cheeses that I buy and the Rayo's marinara, and I always buy way too much because I don't know how to not cook for an army. That's just, part of being the average dad, I guess. So we get that down. We got the ricotta. We're gonna hit it with the meat sauce. Um, this thing is going to be awesome. I don't know. I bought enough, or I bought two pans, but I don't think we're gonna have enough for a second. But this hopefully will feed all of those hungry firefighters. We don't say firemen anymore because there are women on the force and they do just as good of a job, right? If probably not better. Who knows? I don't make the rules. So we have that. Now we're gonna go with the cheddar cheese. So as you can see, we have a little bit left of each one as well. And I'm gonna show you why in just a second. So we have essentially what do we got for layers? So we got the meat sauce, we got noodles, and then we went provolone. We did more noodles, and then we did meat sauce and um, what am I trying to say here? Parmesan on here. This is just going to be delicious. I'm gonna put all that. So as you can see, I kind of just put this in here. I'm gonna mix this up. This has got all the different cheeses. The good thing is I do have another sharp cheddar in case I need it for the top layer, which I do think I am going to need it. But anyway, that we're gonna put a little more of this ricotta cheese before getting the last layer of noodles down. Um, I do this because it's like, I mean, it's kind of like an old saying of you trying to say cheese. Um, leave me alone. Winging it here, right? I ain't got no script. Um, but it's like Flavor Town, you know? This whole thing is Flavor Town. Like when you take a bite of my lasagna, you get every geez, Louise. You get every single flavor and it's just in layers. So you're trying one and you're like, boom, oh my gosh, there's the cheddar. Oh, there's the provolone. Oh man, is that the ricotta? Did the meat sauce just hit? These noodles perfectly cooked? Like, what is happening right now? Flavor Town. That's true Flavor Town. Hear that guy Ferrari? Check me out. So just trying to get this kind of spread out here. Not really working super well. And that is okay. Again, a rubber spatula would be like so much better for this, but I couldn't find one, so we're just using a rubber spoon. Not even sure why it makes such a difference, but it does. Just trust me on this one. But so you get this nice and spread out, nice and even. Nice job. Well, thank you so much. Hey, so you're such a good person. I hope you know that. So going to put down one more layer of noodles. Yeah, I'm lazy, so I just go with the no boil noodles. I have seen people like do like the boiled noodles. I've also seen people make their own noodles. Rachel just dropped a video on, oh, well, thank you. Rachel just dropped a video on Louisiana Girls here. That's Rachel. She just dropped a video on how to make your own noodles. Awesome video. I might try it. Just kidding. I don't want to make my own noodles. That sounds awful. But um, so again, got the ricotta. We're gonna go with one more layer of meat sauce. I do have quite a bit of meat sauce left, but that's gonna be quite all right. And why? Because I can make other stuff with it. It's a great little like, I mean, you can almost just make like a spaghetti with this if you wanted to. The one problem I'm going to have is that this is too full. But I'll put a pan under this. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow to show you that. I know. Straight to your kitchen making pasta. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to ever do that. I don't know. It just sounds awful to me. So now I got all three of the different cheeses on here. So the Parmesan, the cheddar. So there's four different cheeses. The Parmesan, the cheddar, the mozzarella. As you can see, there's not enough cheese. That's why I bought another one of these. So again, I need that little like KitchenAid thing that um you can get, and you just put it in there, and then you just like do, and then it comes out and dive into stuff. Yeah, no clueless. That's true. That is 100% true. People like to see like the authenticity, right? Like that's kind of what we teach here on the Average Day Cooking channel. Is I'm not a professional by any means, but I am authentic. You're seeing the authentic self. You're seeing what an average dad would do to cook the meals that you cook every day, right? How do I make these? I'm no professional, never been a professional. I have cooked at a couple restaurants, but they were like half a star above McDonald's. So I wouldn't even really consider them anything that special. Oh, we're gonna get the cheese. Look at all this cheese. Oh my good golly goodness. This looks so good. We're just gonna get some more cheese on there. Who doesn't like cheese? Love all, yep, all the bloopers. Yeah. That's the thing about going live, man. Typically I would just like cut all of this out and let people see just kind of like, I would take this and go boom and then just have like, haha, shredded. But no, now you get to watch me sit here and shred cheese. But hopefully it makes for good content. Even though we didn't get that many people this time, this has been kind of fun. I've been kind of scared to go live for whatever reason. So I'm glad I just bit the bullet and did it. So I'm just going to keep doing it and see if I can't get some more followers. But hey, this thing is going to be heavy. Look at this. It is heavy, it's full of food. This is going to fill very hungry firefighters. They are going to eat all of this. They're going to think it is delicious. I can guarantee it. Check it out. If you like this, make sure you like hit the like button or hit the follow button or do the whole TikTok thing. It's too late to share now because we're about to be done. This is gonna go in the fridge. I forget anything. I don't think so. I'm gonna take this. See, it's got two sides. Got like a shiny side and like a dollar side. Take the shiny side. Thank you, Rach. You're so kind. Take the shiny side. Take your whatever you have. I have canola oil. Get that on there and get this wrapped up. Tomorrow, so just in case you don't come in tomorrow, heat up your oven at 350 degrees. Put it just like I did. Put it in there for 45 minutes. Take it out. Take this off. Put it back in for like another 15 to 30 minutes. Make sure everything's melted through. Everything's already cooked, so you're really just kind of melted through. Since this is going to sit in the fridge all night long, it's going to take those noodles, those no boil noodles, and they're going to be perfect. So no worries there. Yeah, it's gonna go in the fridge. Check it out. I'm probably just gonna go live tomorrow when I go to bake this thing. So if you liked it, check me out tomorrow. Otherwise, make sure follow me, do all that fun stuff. I'm gonna see you on my socials. I'll see if I can figure out how to get this thing to stop being live. I think it's up there. Okay.